Everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'll guide you step by step through the process of applying for an Australian ETA so that you can travel with confidence and avoid any last minute surprises. Go to the App Store and search for Australian ETA. This link, Australian ETA, click on this to download this. Once you have downloaded the app, click on it to open it. These are the list of countries which require ETA for entering into Australia. Go through it and you need to have passport from one of these countries in order to apply for Australian ETA. Click on next. Click on next again. Scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on agree. You need to create your profile on this app. You can either use your Face ID or continue with passcode to create your profile. I am clicking on continue with Face ID over here. And you need to enter a passcode. Enter a passcode, 6-digit passcode. Re-enter it, and then you need to select whether you are a travel agent. If you are, select the appropriate response. I'm selecting no for this video. Click on next. Click on this new ETA blue button. This page will give you all the information about the Australian ETA. This ETA will be valid for 12 months from the date of issue or until the passport its linked to expires, whichever comes first. It allows multiple entries into Australia for tourism or short-term business visit with a maximum stay of 3 months per visit. Go through these terms and conditions and scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on agree. Now you'll need to scan your passport in order to start this application. In order to apply for Australian ETA, you need to have a valid passport as well as access to your email account because the ETA will be granted to your passport. So make sure you're using the correct passport in order to apply for the ETA. Click on this blue start button in order to proceed. Now you need to scan the personal page of your passport. You can watch this video as to how you scan your passport. I'm not going to go through this video. Click on this scan passport button and it will ask that it needs to access your camera. Click on open settings and then click on camera. Enable the camera to be used by this app. After enabling the camera, go back to the app and click on scan passport. Now you need to make sure that your passport comes under this green frame, the personal page of your passport. Once you have scanned your passport, it will ask to read your passport chip, which is located on the bottom right corner of your passport. Click on read passport chip and start moving your phone without the cover and without the passport cover on the front page of your passport towards the bottom right corner where there is a chip scan, and keep your phone still, and once it says hold still, do not move your phone, let it read the chip completely. After scanning your passport's chip, it will automatically populate the details from your passport. You can confirm the details using your passport and click on this confirm button to move further. After confirming your personal details, it will take you to the next page where you need to take your picture. Click on this take photo blue button and take your picture. Make sure that the background is white and there are no paintings or any design on the wall behind you, and make sure that all your eyes are open and you get a clear picture of your face. Once the picture is successfully taken, it will show you the picture as captured by your phone camera. You can either accept the photo by clicking on this blue button, or you can retake your photo. You have 2 attempts left for retaking your photo if you do not like the photo. It already states that this photo is meeting the criteria for submission. So for the sake of this video, I'm clicking on accept photo and moving on to the next section. On this page, you are supposed to enter the details of all your passport which you are holding in case you are holding multiple citizenship. For the sake of this application, I am clicking on next to proceed on to the next section. Once you confirm your passport details, it will show you this page where you can check whether you hold any existing visa, including any ETAs. You can later click on cancel in order to not to move forward with this application, but be sure that you do not have any existing ETA or any valid visa. So click on check on existing visa and it will scan and show you whether you hold any. It says that no visa found for this passport. You can click on OK and then click on next to move further. Now you need to enter your personal details. For the country of birth, I'm typing India. Have you ever known by any other name? For the sake of this application, I'm clicking on no and click on next. Now you need to provide your personal information like your address as well your phone number. So enter your valid address over here. I'm just typing random address. This is not a valid one. Let's say this one, 121 Bay Street, Toronto, and it is automatically populating all the details. Click on save address, enter your mobile number. This is just a random number, this is not a valid number. Click on done and click on next. Make sure to provide your accurate address as well as your mobile number. If you have any other mobile number, click on add other numbers and add that number as well. Click on next, enter your email address. A code will be sent to this email for your verification. So I'm entering. This is just a random email address. Okay, this is not a real one. So make sure this email address is correct, because they will send you a verification code on this email. A verification code has been sent to your email address which you provided in the earlier screen. Enter the verification code over here which you received. Once you enter the 6-digit code, it will automatically verify your email address and you will see this success message. Click on next to proceed on to the next section. The app will ask you to confirm your profile. On this page, it will automatically populate your photo as from the passport, as well as your name, country of birth, date of birth, as well as the expiry of your passport, and it will populate your email address, home address, and mobile number as well. Once you verify all this information, click on confirm and save profile. Once you confirm all your personal details, you need to select what type of ETA you need. I'm selecting tourist in this video. Are you the applicant? Yes. I declare that I'm outside Australia and currently located in. Enter the country where you are located. I'm selecting Canada and click on next. Click on this declaration. Check this box to confirm that you have read through this and click on next. You need to confirm that you never had a criminal conviction. Click on this checkbox that you were never a criminal and click on next. Now you need to select that there is no domestic violence declaration against you and click on next. Now you need to provide the address. So click on where you will be staying in Australia. Click on I know the address and then enter the address where you will be staying. I'm just putting random address. Let's say this one, 72 Harrow Road, and it is automatically populating all the details, and click on save address. Enter the valid phone number of the person where you will be staying, and as well as enter the name of the person and click on done. Move on to the review the information provided by you in this application and click on next button. So this page is confirmation that only this passport will be sent for ETA for Australia. So if you have another application, click on this add another application button to add another passport for this application. If not, if you want to apply ETA only for one passport, click on next. The copy of the receipt for payment for ETA, Australian ETA, will be sent to this email address which you provided while registering for this form. Click on the credit card or Apple Pay button to pay for this ETA application. If you're selecting pay with your credit card, you need to enter the details of your credit card as in the number, the month, and CVV as postal code. This $20 is non-refundable. I'm not entering my personal credit card details for obvious reason. And once you enter the details, click on pay 20 AUD. Once your payment is successful, you will receive confirmation that your Australian ETA has been approved via an email containing the details of your ETA. Please make sure to check your spam or junk folder for this ETA, and if they require any further information, they'll send you the email regarding the same. Also, once you receive the ETA on your email address, you can also verify the ETA on this Australian ETA app. So this is the process of applying for Australian ETA. I hope you like this video. Do share this video and subscribe to my channel. Have a good one.